feel like she was horny and willing to sleep with a grown man for some money and let him record it. That's what I personally think because I don't yes, she was a minor, but you at 14, you know it's wrong to be sleeping with an adult. She still chose to do it. She chose to do it for money, and she let.
You lying ass bitch.
All my niggas from the hooters. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been as right. You been stuck in a computer.
Listen, y'all. We are back. We back, y'all. Nasty work. Nasty work. Nasty works. Woo. We got R. Kelly victim Reshonda Landfair disrespected by Anton Daniels co-host. All right. We got the R. Kelly update, and we're going to get into a breakdown. We're going to get into first a breakdown of this video, but then we're also going to pull up the transcripts and the actual paperwork. Because that's what I like to deal with. I like to deal with the actual transcript, actual paperwork, since she's Jane, and we can actually hear what she's talking about. Because this woman on the panel is going to say all types of things about a young child, all right, when we understand that young children cannot consent. So she's going to say that this young girl is horny. She wanted to be with an older man. She was doing it for the money.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
I don't understand what's going on with this type of conversation. So listen, y'all. Tonight we are reacting to this wild moment on Anton Daniels' channel, where instead of focusing on Reshonda Landfair's testimony about the R. Kelly trial, some of his co-hosts also attacked her. And Anton said nothing. So we're going to break that down and show exactly what she said, as well as anybody else who was on the panel. See who came to the defense. We had men on the panel as well that didn't have anything to say about this specific thing. Okay, so we are going to go into a breakdown. Salute to everybody. Make sure y'all slapping a like. I will be dropping a poll. Salute to Ambitions of a Rider. That's myself. Shout out to her. Let me get into this. All right, cool.
Record her.
I can't get with that.
Under his wing and to be a part of his habitat. So that's how things kind of unfolded.
Thoughts on the now adult Jane Doe speaking out about her R. Kelly experience and how she was mesmerized as a teenager that was going through puberty. And then ultimately that resulted in everything else that we know that it resulted in. Thoughts?
Everyone failed her.
Sparkle trash for that.
Yeah, her parents.
Well, she does go on to say, let me say this to defend Sparkle. She does go on to say that she once seen it starting to turn into something like inappropriate or something like that, or she's seen something in passing. And I think she said that Sparkle called the authorities or I don't remember what it is, but she said that Sparkle actually just, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Listen, we're going to break this down. We ain't got nowhere to go. You know, I don't do too many lives. I'm about to start doing more lives. They're going to be membership. I'm not chasing anyone. I swear to God, I'm not. But listen to me, y'all. All right. I want everybody to hit the poll. Do you believe that R. Kelly's innocent or guilty? This is a real poll, man. Because at that time when R. Kelly, before he even got sentenced, all of that, I was covering this on my old channels. I have the superseding indictments, all of those things. Anybody that want to Kit Kat for R. Kelly probably never read the superseding indictment about a lot of weird stuff. When you remember when R. Kelly was gyrating on top of the stage, in the front of the stage, and then you see a random woman grabbing his groin. Imagine that he was placing those women there, young women, obviously. Imagine that he was placing them there, so it wasn't no viral moment. He was actually doing those things. And then they go into conversations about him during SEX and how he was talking and acting. Bro, a lot of us done sarata things. We not talking like how R. Kelly was talking when we done did that. So y'all need to stop capping and caping, homie.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
I'm here to bring the black man down, but you bringing yourself down. What you want me to do? Dig you up out the grave? No, sir. You got to do better when you know what's going on. People still caping the cap for R. Kelly. We know what he was doing. Anything with Aaliyah was dead wrong. That's why Jay-Z ass wrong too. Okay? Because y'all ass is wrong. He wrong too, nigga. You went on tour with his ass after everything said and done, bro. What are you talking about, bro? How you did that? And then God is so great that you and him fell out. You had Tata had to mace him and all. R. Kelly, yeah. Tata, Jay-Z's friend, had to mace him and all type of shit. It was lawsuits. He was trying to sue Jay-Z for like 70 mils or some shit. Go back in the history and see what happened. But guess what? Maybe, you know what I mean?
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some
Sometimes.
bullshit right there.
But we got to get into the sister. We also going to get into another conversation that happened on Sharon Bracey's channel where a guy came up and we talking about PDF vibes, right? Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. I swear to Jesus sandals, bro. On Jesus sandals. When we talking about PDF type shit, bro, I don't want nobody tell me that the word mean for a baby, for a prepubescent, for this, for that. Nah, son. Everybody is getting swept under that rug, bro. If you doing things as towards children, you're looking like a PDF to me, bro. Because years ago, because people weaponize against my child. I never weaponized against nobody's child. You know what I mean? And people know that's a fact on YouTube, son. I've been around for a while. But listen, I never weaponized against nobody's child. But when one of the dudes did that, I automatically called him a PDF. He was mad. He went on a tour and a spree. Yo, Uda, how you gonna call me a PDF? But bro, you weaponize against my child. What you think? You just weaponize against my child, nigga? You already know upper rooms when Jesus comes the way I feel about you. But for you to even speak about children, I just look at that shit as PDF type stuff because I ain't never have to bring a child or nobody into any problem or situation when I'm dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's weird. It's like you trying to go for a low blow and the lowest blow is a child. That's your low blow, sir?
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
It's meat eaters and meat riders. So you're gonna be a meat rider forever. That's your business, man. I'm not a yes man, bro. Uda got his own mind. Uda been on any play he been on way before anything you ever seen me on. Trust me. Rewind the tapes about me. Okay, I came from the streets when I came to YouTube, and I came to do that type of thing. I didn't come for the dumb shit, bro. So we can't be having people talking about a child is the one that's horny. Talking about a child, let him film it. How you gonna say that a child let him film it? What type of shit is that, bro? You think she got control over this nigga? I didn't even want to say that. Do you think that this child had control over R. Damn Kelly? Gayle King couldn't get that man under control. I said, he gotta get me. Gayle King couldn't stop it, homie. She tried to get that man to slow down. That man ain't slow down. Let's keep it real with each other if we're gonna keep it real with each other, homie. I'm not saying whatever. I'm just saying though. Gayle King, grown woman, tried to stop that nigga. He said, "Who you get with that?" So how we supposed to say a child supposed to stop that man? That's weird. A lot of these times when people talking about children and with the weirdest type of fucking takes on it, I wonder how they would talk about it or think about it if it was their child, bro. If this was your kid, would you have the same energy? And if you had this, come on, bro, this is weird, son. Let's just get into the conversation because I got some paperwork to read as well. We are going to be getting into Reshonda's testimony as a Jane, unsealed documents. And we're going to read some of that and just see exactly what she testified to. 2023, she testified and she spoke out. But remember, she was quiet from the beginning. And when he first went to trial, R. Kelly he was tried by 4 states. They all was battling to see who was going to try him first. New York won out. They got him a 30. Here comes Chicago, everything else. I think Milwaukee and Minnesota is like the next one is like another one. You see what I'm saying? She was mum's the word the whole time. Come to find out that she was going to speak out against him. I don't think I was in England at that time when I found out that she was actually going to come out and speak against him after she was also coming out against Sparkle to say, Sparkle, you knew what the vibes was. Yes, you did. You knew what the vibe was. Don't try to... Now, she had talent. She was in a band and all that. Don't do that. Because you know what happened. That's what Reshonda said. Not Uda. So don't oot the messenger. Not me, bro.
Oh no, you can't be
So we
serious.
gonna get into that. And we gonna figure the
Bullshit right there.
All right. In a minute, I'll drop the links to if y'all want to come and chat with me and we can come speak about some real shit. Here, we on go. I want people lifting their voices. I want people lifting their minds. It's not about people in the chat, bro. Give a fuck. If all of you start a channel and none of you come back, it's okay to me. We have to start lifting our voices. The revolution will be televised. You know how it will be when we start to get the hell outside. I'm already outside. Okay? So you ain't got to worry about me. And I'm active outside too, covering stories. So you know what I mean? But we got to start lifting our voices about whatever you feel you want to lift your voice on. You see what I'm saying? And this is how we all start to take a fucking spot to where we start to chisel at. And now we start to make a movement or some kind of dent somewhere. You know what I mean? Sometimes we can't come from the same perspective at the same point. Let's get back to this because these no good chicks up here. Shout out to the chicks on this panel that spoke up and said, nah, man, we not jacking this weird ass conversation. Shout out to you, sister. Okay, I would play the applause button, but I don't know. I think my shit's silent right now. But shout out to you. Uda's applauding you right now. Look. Yeah. So look, it's crazy though. Let's get to this.
I'm sorry. I was saying DCFS, I think.
Y'all slap that like
something like that. So Sparkle didn't
listen to me. If you hear slap the like button, hit the poll. That's free. Uda never begged, never been a beggar. Stop the bullshit. That's why I stopped doing lives, because I'm not chasing none of you niggas. Sandals of Jesus. Do the right thing and don't be Umar Johnson in front of me telling me about goddamn Umar Johnson, but your ass ain't helping the black man or the black woman do shit. Stop playing with me. Uda's meant to tell you people who you are. Don't fuck around. Good. Do what you need to do.
to stand by. I think that she actually wanted her to, was like, yo, I got my niece or something like that. And I think that she's going to be awesome. It would be great if you would work with her. And then when she noticed something, she said something, but I don't know from there.
But Sparkle is saying that.
Remember that man said he don't know from there. Uda's a dude that reads the transcripts. I do true crime. I cover Diddy's trial. I do reading what the victims say, homie. Read what Cassie say. Read what Jane say. If I believe him or not, that's something else. You read what the people say. Then you speak on what the people say. But if you don't read what the people say and you're making videos when we're talking about something as crazy as actual assaults and stuff like this and rape, you got to be specific when you're talking about these things. When we speak about it, me speaking about it now could further traumatize the victims a part of this case or anybody else that's been a part of some type of actual exploitation. Just me doing this video brings back people traumas. So we got to be specific when we deal with these kinds of cases. Have to be, bro.
That she didn't groom, because I remember like back in the day when Sparkle had came out and was saying that she, things that she had seen, and she tried to tell the parents, and that the parents didn't really believe it because they felt, especially the mother, didn't believe it because the mom was saying like that's her godfather or something to that